What is the value of your art? And I'm not talking about its monetary value. What I'm talking about here is what makes your art valuable enough for your customer to want to own and purchase it. That is a very different question. That is about you having to think about how to position your art and how to explain your art to someone other than, hey, look at this nice piece of art that I created. Welcome to my series, How the Heck Am I Going to Sell More Art, Craft and Handmade Products Without Feeling Like I'm Selling Out? If we want to learn how to sell art, we have to start thinking about our art from our customer's viewpoint. I bang on about this all the time, but a lot of people either come at me in my comments or look at me blankly when I mention this, because this is hard. We are taught as artists and makers about how to create art, and so the lens that we have been taught from is very egotistical. It's about ourselves. It's about what comes out of us, how we get our subconscious and our thoughts and our ideas and our inspirations and our concepts, and about how we get that out into the physical reality that becomes our art, our craft, our handmade products. But for most of us, that's where our thinking stops. We haven't really considered what happens next. And the next stage, if you want to sell your art, is how you're going to make that piece of art attractive to someone, your audience, your customer, your buyer, your collector. Now, a lot of people think that what I'm teaching is about reducing your creativity, that somehow learning how to do this and to learn how to run an art business is taking away from your creativity. And it couldn't be more the opposite of that, because you're going to need to use your creativity and your creative brain to work out how your art is valuable to your customer. Now, the easiest way to do that is to think about how your art fits into their lives. Now, I also say this all the time, and people look at me blankly and think, what the heck are you talking about? But you really need to think about, who is your customer? How are they either going to use your art, wear your art, or what are they going to do with it? It really depends on the type of art that you make. Are you someone who makes paintings, illustrations? Are you a sculptor? Are you a textile designer? Are you a ceramicist? Are you a jeweler? All of those things, what your customer does with those types of art is different. Your art doesn't stop the moment that you finish your piece. And I don't think many artists or makers have thought any further than that. And I want you to start thinking about, well, what is the journey of your art after your piece is finished? How does it go on to have its life with its new owner? What is it physically going to do in that life? Where is it going to be put in someone's home? How is it going to be used? How is it going to be worn? And if you can start creating your content around the answers to those questions, that is when you will start selling more of your art, craft, and handmade products. Questions?